Hi folks, Rich here from the Gold Depot. Welcome. In this video I want to talk about Lincoln Wheat Cents, and we're going to talk about Wheat Cents because they're probably the most popular collectible coin that collectors collect. So we're going to talk about the 10 most valuable wheat cents in the 20th century. So the top 10 most expensive pennies made since 1900. Before we get started, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and notification bell for more videos like this. So common date wheat cents, such as these, uh, penny face value, are worth about 3 cents. Some better dates, you can get, there's some better dates in the teens that are more valuable. But typically, common date wheat cents that you would find in pocket change, 30s, 40s, 50s are only worth a few cents each. Now there are copper cents that were made from 1959 to 1981. Those are all worth their copper value, which typically, a couple cents a piece. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here's a rundown of the 10 most expensive pennies made since 1900. Number 1, the 1909 S Indian cent. Lowest mintage Indian cent. It was San Francisco Mint, about 309,000 minted. Values of that coin will start around 300 for worn out, and then they can climb north of 1,000 and in uncirculated condition, and then in mint state even higher. Number 2 be the 1909 SVDB, probably the most sought after Lincoln cent. That coin is San Francisco Mint. On the obverse, you'll have the S Mint mark, and on the reverse at the bottom you'll see the VDB. So that coin there is probably the most sought after wheat cent, in my opinion. It's 484,000 minted. Far fewer exist today, so definitely a high collectible coin. They'll start off at about $600 for worn out examples, and they could climb north of 1,300 all the way up to thousands depending on the grade. Number 3 would be the 1914D Lincoln cent. That coin there is a early mint mark. It's a nice rarity. Just over 1.1 million minted. Who knows how many survive today? But the 14D Lincoln cent is definitely another key date of the Lincoln cents. They'll range anywhere from $150 in worn out grades, and can climb north of 2,000 in uncirculated grades, and even higher in mint state. Number 4 would be the 22 plain Lincoln cent. Now that coin, a lot of people thought because there's no mint mark on there that it was minted in Philadelphia. However, there were no coins minted in Philadelphia on the wheat cents in 1922. So they all came from Denver that year, which makes this a rare coin. And obviously on that one, without having the Denver mint mark, makes it highly collectible. That coin is worth anywhere from $500 in worn out condition, all the way up to north of 10,000 depending on the condition of the coin, and even higher in mint state. Number 5, the 1931 S Lincoln cent. This coin here I would say is a semi-key date. It does have a lower mintage of only 866,000. And that coin is, can range anywhere from $65 in circulated condition, north of 100 in uncirculated grades, and even higher in mint state. Number 6 is the big boy, 1943 bronze Lincoln cent. Now that coin there is worth north of $125,000 if you're lucky enough to find one. Very, very few exist. But in 1943, they started making the steel cents to use the copper for World War II. So more than 1 billion 1943 steel cents were struck, but only a few actually made it through the bronze plaques. So it's unknown exactly how many exist. But that coin there would start anywhere from like 125,000 and it could go up to millions depending on the condition. I think I saw one sell for like over 2 million at Heritage. But they definitely very cool and a very rare penny. Number 7 on the list is the 1944 steel Lincoln cent. So in 1944 they switched back to the copper, so only a few of the steel pennies came out. So there was a few left over on the for the steel, and that coin there, which should be bronze, steel is steel. That coin would range anywhere from 75,000 to 125,000 depending on the grade, and could go even higher depending on the mint state. So another one, not sure exactly how many were minted or how many were out there, but you never know. Number 8 on the list is the 1955 double die. So on the 1955 double die is one of the most popular varieties ever struck on the Lincoln cents. So on the obverse of the coin, you'll see a double die Liberty, double die In God We Trust, and double die Date. It's the holy grail of air coins, and it's worth anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 depending on condition, and could raise much higher than that depending on the mint state condition. Number 9 on the list would be the 1969 S double die Lincoln cent. So this is one of the most valuable double die varieties ever produced. San Francisco Air. The experts say that there's only a handful of specimens and can be worth more than 30,000. The doubling is on the obverse in the inscription and the date. So that's where you'll see the double die. The mint mark will not be double dyed, but definitely a great coin if you ever come across one. Nice $30,000 hit. Number 10 is the 1972 double die. That coin there, you got the double die In God We Trust, the Liberty, and the date. So 1972 double die Lincoln cent. That coin will range anywhere from 200 to 300 and can go higher depending on mint state. So there you have it. That's the 10 most valuable coins since 1900. And if you like more videos such as this one, be sure to tune in, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and we'll see you soon. Gold Depot.